Right, 12. Philippines to break, trailing 7 rocks to 4.
Robocop. Dennis Orcollo trying to keep the Philippine juggernaut rolling here in Rotterdam. 7-4, they trail the Americans to this point. Desperately needing a good break here. He wants to bring his partner out of his chair with a little bit of a look at the one or the lowest ball still remaining. Nothing is going to go down.
No, it hit the one ball full on, and well, just never looked close like getting a result.
And almost a look of resignation from Orcollo. It was like, well, okay, I've taken my break turn, which I didn't expect anything, and now back to my chair.
Yeah, their body language doesn't look the best. In America, of course, having reason to feel good about themselves, leading 7-4, but also, you know, you have to work hard in the moments where it's going well, and you have to work hard in the moments where you're not playing that well, and remain positive and get it out of your mind. Think of the next moment in the match where you can mean something, because that's the only thing important, the only thing relevant, really. But that's, of course, harder. Maybe Francisco already thinking, well, if I lose here, I'll take my flight back to the Philippines with really nothing to show for but a third place, maybe, this World Cup of Pool. But still, you know, you never know. He is a true champion, and he's come back from worse deficits than this 7-4 scoreline. So then again, I think they were a bit more familiar of knowing what to do on the break as well. I have the feeling that even if they win a game, they still have the feeling that
they can't string any racks together.
Yeah.
What a great shot from Morris.
And Rodney, and Rodney actually in his previous matches, and I asked him yesterday because he missed 2 straight in sixes, so with the cue ball and the ball to be potted in a straight line, and he shot him straight into the rail, and I said, you don't like those straight in shots? He said, no, I don't really. Well, he certainly loved that one, or after he made it.
I saw something very positive there, though, from the Americans. Shane's at the table. Rodney called the extension. I mean, they're thinking as one. Yep. I think that's a very good sign. Awkward cueing. You can see just bridging over that 7. You've got to stay over that side of the table. Somewhere in the middle would do nicely, but steady nerve required.
Yeah, nice shot just to get the pot in. Of course, the pink 4 close to the side pocket. I think it will go. Of course, the 4-5 combination, well, not of course, but it's a bit too dangerous to try on. So,
this doesn't look good.
Well, he might. No.
You can see he wasn't on the right line. As soon as he struck that, he had to try and stay more into the center of the table.
So
this looks like, you know what, it looks like he can almost hit this dead on. One more look at it. Just not on the right line. He had to stay more to the center of the table. But this type of shot where I think you hit it dead on and just follow through with the cue ball. Hit this dead on, follow through with the cue ball, let the cue ball float in behind the 5.
Well, I think he's going to try to float his cue ball behind the 9 here and let the cue ball rest where the 5 is now. Ooh, miscued. Ooh, an important moment in this match as well.
I mean, wasn't that an easy safety, Rico? I mean, the shot that...
Yeah, I think it was on. Yeah, you're right. Guess we'll never know.
Chance. This is the first real unforced error, if you will, from the Americans. Took 12 racks to come. Can
Extension.
The Philippine, can they pounce?
Well, some touch needed here because, well, besides this 4-ball not being in a foregone conclusion, the green 6 is resting near the brown 7 on the right rail, and there's only a small area on the table where you can play position to make that green 6 into the bottom right corner pocket. You would love for the cue ball to be the brown 7, actually, but and also the angle on this orange 5 is not the best either, because you won't be able to make this 5 and stun the cue ball and make it travel in between the brown 7 and the green 6. So I don't know what's going to happen here. What do you think, Jim?
I think back towards the middle. No, he's left in the bank.
Left in the bank.
So it's all or nothing right here. Are the banks open?
Now the 6 ball is very close to the rail, and with the position they find themselves in, sometimes the cue ball won't be able to get out of the way before the 6 comes back off that rail. But the Philippines, being masters of the bank shot as well, I think they've sussed it out. Ooh, yeah. It went in, hit the absolute side of the side pocket, but definitely good enough. And well, Philippines here, a bit of work to do. Needs to roll this 7 into the side, but where's his cue ball gonna? Wants to miss the 8. That's a nice shot.
That was a good shot from Bustamante too. They, as easy as everything looked here, you know, given the score, you know, a lot easier to fade a bad shot from Van Boening when you're 3 racks clear, especially when you know you've got a table that's breaking as difficult as this. 9 down.